Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another video. My name is Jan Kelstra and I'm a dairy farmer from Saskatchewan, Canada. Today is a busy day. We are feeding cows first thing, then we're going to dry some cows off in the barn. We'll start hauling manure, and then this afternoon Chris will take over and he will haul some manure, and then I might take over again later and haul some manure. That is the great news about today. Is yesterday we had a full day pretty much of hauling liquid manure. So we are finally starting to make some progress on this spring manure hauling. It's always, we got something coming behind us here with the manure hauling, and that is Brent with the seed drill. And we always got to get the lagoon and the corrals spread on the field before that drill gets to us. So that's kind of the thing in my mind now. We got to start making progress on spring manure hauling. So anyway, we are going to be doing that today. All things willing, and it should be a good day. Chris is taking over feeding, so we're gonna get going with manure hauling. We got this MX fired up. Check the oil. Yeah, we'll top that up, I think. Pulled up to the pit. We will get our pump tractor fired up. Should be good on oil. We will check it though, because there is a little dark spot underneath there. And we're good. There she goes. Alright, we'll let this thing warm up for a little bit. That is the start we've got so far. Pretty good. Maybe a foot to a foot and a half out. Out of probably, we usually take about 6 feet out in the spring, so if we can hammer down hard, we will get there in no time. Today is Tuesday morning, and the problem that we have is the forecast. So the forecast says apparently on Thursday we are going to get 15 centimeters of snow. It was up to as much as 25. That's a lot, and that will definitely throw a wrench in our plans of manure hauling. So that's why we're trying to push hard right now, get a lot of this out before then, so that we'll have a couple days of the fields drying out, then we can maybe finish this off in a day or two, get on those corrals. Like I said, we got the pressure of the drill coming behind us, coming up on us pretty soon, so we want to really start hitting this manure hauling hard, and it's going to be me and Chris, obviously, that are doing the majority of the manure hauling. So two-man team beats what I've done for the last 10 years. Pretty much done it all solo up until now, so especially in the spring. We're just pitter-pattering away here. It's going good so far this morning. I did a little bit of researching online. You know, fuel prices are up, fertilizer prices are through the roof. Everything this year is expensive, and this is, you know, the 2026 crop that is going in the ground is without a doubt going to be the single most expensive crop that farmers have ever put into the ground. It's going to be tough for a lot of people, us included. With, you know, fuel is diesel's around that $2 a liter here in Canada, which is insane. But I was just doing some researching online how much nutrients value is in the dairy liquid manure, and according to Google, liquid dairy manure contains valuable plant nutrients averaging roughly 10 to 12 pounds of ammonium nitrate, 5 to 10 pounds of phosphorus, and 15 to 25 pounds of potassium per 1,000 gallons. And that pencils out to, according to this, about $17 worth of nutrient value per 1,000 gallons of liquid dairy manure. Now, again, according to Google, that's worth about $17 USD. So that means that every load that we are hauling out to the field is apparently worth about $200 of raw fertilizer. That is insane. That also has to do with the fact that fertilizer is so expensive right now. It's not usually worth that much. Like last year, it was maybe worth $100 a load. But since everything is expensive, that means what we're hauling out to the field is worth a little bit more as well. And that makes us feel a little bit better because we have an absolutely incredible amount of manure that we get to take advantage of. Continuing to make progress. It is almost lunchtime. Looking forward to that. We got some wear and tear things that I'm keeping an eye on right now. This fender is sitting crooked. Looks like the rubber mount that holds that fender might be giving out a little bit. So we want to keep an eye on that. If it's about to fall off, we'll just go take the whole fender off. Otherwise it's going to get sucked underneath and totally destroyed when we're going down the road. I guess there's a helicopter flying by. You don't see that every day. She's pretty loud. And on the other side of the tank, we got some tire wear. This is looking like it's getting chewed up pretty good. So that tread is just getting destroyed for some reason. This is the one axle that doesn't steer. It's the third one. So I wonder what the heck is going on with that. Front two steer, back one steers. That one is rigid. It all pivots around that one. So I guess that has to do with it. So we'll keep an eye on that. Pretty much can't have any more wear than this. I think we'll start seeing threads pretty soon. So try and keep an eye on that. Otherwise we'll have to do a little rotation again. Something we have to do every once in a while. Maybe swap the back too. This one's got quite a bit of life in it, so that is something we got to keep an eye on anyway. For the rest, just keep pitter-pattering away. Chris has taken over manure hauling. He finished up with feeding, and now I am going to load a semi of canola out. This will be the third load that we send away. Truck just pulled into the yard. It's pulling around over the scale. And this is going to Clavette. Yard's a bit of a mess, but I think he'll get it. Turn, turn, turn. Very nice. Just getting into this bin. There's definitely some kochia contamination in this canola. Hopefully they don't notice at the plant. They noticed everything. So this guy's gonna come and get 2 more loads of canola. I think one today, one tomorrow. 2 more for sure by the end of the week. And that'll be the first 5 loads of canola that we sold since last fall. We've been holding on to it. Price wasn't that good in the fall. And I think the biggest spread we made was at least, I want to say $3 a bushel waiting. And that is because the orange man down south made a lot of people mad, and that made the price of canola actually go up quite a bit. Hey! Hey! You're not supposed to be out here. 6:52. Are you lost, buddy? No, you little bugger. I guess we have a guard calf now. I think he's out of the reno barn. He's pretty small. Hey, buddy. Good calves. Come on, you too. Yep. Good calf. You see that one? Do the same thing. Hey. Yeah. There you go, you little buggers. Well, somehow they got that gate open. We got most of them back in, except for that one calf that is running around the yard now. That also refused to go through this overhead door. Turn the lights on here. Maybe it's a little lighter and then he'll see it better. Hopefully he just wanders back in here eventually. Yes. The gate was loose. Oh. There we go. Well, that was fun. We got that little bugger back in his pen. I have no idea how those calves got that chain off. It does happen sometimes. Anyway, I'm going to bed this milking pack up. Maybe fill another load of canola, and then we will take over from Chris for the rest of the day of manure hauling. And that is the milking pack bedded. Good to go for another day. Well, I am back in the driver's seat of the MX. Did a few loads. It was going good until I was unloading this one load, and then it started shooting liquid manure at the tractor. So let's go have a look-see. I don't. I think it's shooting out from beside here. Yeah, I think we're missing a bolt right there around the housing. Oh, that's nice. It's just going straight at the back of the cab. Man. We still got a half a load in there. I'm just gonna try and slowly unload it with low RPM, and then hopefully it doesn't spray against the tractor. Yeah, I don't know. I doubt you guys could see that, but it is spraying out there, so that sucks. We are gonna head back to the yard, do a little bit of pressure washing, I think, and then I'll have to crawl underneath this thing and replace some bolts. Nice. Alright, so what happened was this impeller housing cracked open. Some of these bolts are actually loose. Let's spin them by hand, which is odd. They must just work themselves loose over time, and then that one just fell completely out. So replacement bolt, and then tighten everything up. Went to go tighten up that other bolt. That makes sense. Okay, we got our 3 new bolts in there, and that has pinched that housing right shut again. So hopefully that's all that was wrong and there's nothing in there. I assume there's nothing in there because we unloaded the tank after. So hopefully just a one-off issue. I'm gonna get myself cleaned up, put these tools back. We'll go back for another load. We are ready to go grab another load and try it out. See, Dad's getting another load of canola shipped out. Everything wants attention right away. To test if my fix was successful, we are gonna load it right to the nuts and bring it out to the field again. I'm confident. We're starting to make a pretty good dent in this pit. Quite a bit out already. Quite a bit to go, but quite a bit out already. I think tomorrow we'll be at the halfway point of what we can take out in the spring, if we can keep going. Avoid silly things like what just happened. And just like that, we are back up and running. I can't even see that it's leaking a little bit, so we got her sealed up again nice and tight. Hopefully she holds. That is just time consuming. Probably lost 2 loads because of that. Not ideal, but what do you do? If that's how simple the breakdowns are going to be, I'd sign up for that. So I guess more on to this field. Yesterday when we started hauling, it was super borderline. We were kind of tearing up a bit of the front of this field because it was still a little bit too wet, but we got some sun today, a little bit of wind, got to like 14 degrees, dried out quite a bit. So we are now, it's full speed ahead is the vibes right now. We do still have 15 centimeters of snow in the forecast for Thursday, which sucks, but not a whole lot a guy can do about that. Be really good moisture. The ground is no longer frozen, so if it snowed 15 centimeters, most of that moisture would go straight into what we're going to be seeding into in a couple of weeks. So hard to feel bad about that as well. And that's it for today. Gotta go check the cows, see if there's any calves, and then it is home time. And the ladies are pushed up. Feed's pushed up, so that is going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons down below, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.